I love this movie. It's currently streaming on Hulu. Um, really fucking good. Sebastian Stan plays a very creepy guy, and the movie is pretty good. Like I said already, it follows this girl who has been single for a while, and she just can't seem to find a boyfriend. She keeps trying, and she can't get one. Um, she goes on a date with this one guy, and he's a sexist asshole, and tells her how she should dress more feminine and blah blah blah. And of course, she's like, "Hey, I don't think we're gonna work out," and he's like, "Well, I'm not even into you." That typical asshole male type. And yeah, he's kind of out of the movie after that. She ends up bumping into this guy at the store, Sebastian Stan, and he immediately catches her attention because not only does he actually seem nice, um, well, she had talked about earlier in the movie how she didn't, think that people met in person anymore, and she didn't like the whole dating app formula. So, her and Sebastian Stan meeting in a public place really helped her. Um, I do think it's dumb that she, is so willing to trust this guy. That is not her fault, though. Like, she doesn't deserve what happens to her because of a man's actions. Like, oh, it's stupid that she did this, so she deserves this. Like, I do think that's a very harmful thing that a lot of people do nowadays is if a woman makes a stupid decision and she gets murdered by a man, she was asking for it, which is just a harmful thing to say. They always blame the woman and not the man. The movie's not subtle about that at all, though. They tell you that they don't like that narrative early on in the movie where she's talking to this other girl that Sebastian Stan has kidnapped, and she just straight up basically says what I said, where she goes, "It's always the men's fault." And yeah, I agree with that statement. Um, Sebastian Stan does a very good job at being this creepy asshole. Does it get bit over the top for my liking in the end? Though his acting is still good. It's just I don't think it really fit his character in his very last scene. Um, like he's just yelling and saying he's sorry and blah blah blah. But I mean, yeah, I guess this guy is mentally unstable and a cannibal, so him finally getting bested might have caused him to break down like that. But he just felt like a completely different character to me. Um, so she eventually tricks him into thinking that she's also a cannibal and that she loves him too. And she, in fact, obviously does not. Because we do see early in the movie, at one of the times she eats human meat, she holds in until she gets back to her room and throws it up. Um, you know, it's very sad that she has to go through all this, obviously. And, her and Sebastian Stan get into a fight. Uh, it's very brief until other characters get involved. She convinces Sebastian that she's gonna give him a blowjob, and of course she fucking bites his dick. Uh, I was surprised he wasn't, you know, expecting that. Like, not that part, but she had went into the bathroom for like 2 seconds and then went and got something. She uses toothpaste to distract him. But she just goes in the bathroom. She doesn't take her clothes off or anything. Not that I wanted her to, but that would have been like something that made sense to me. Like if she had got like half naked in the bathroom and then came out and it was like, ooh, she's being sexy for him. But no, seemingly she goes into the bathroom for like 5 seconds and then comes back out and he's not suspicious of that. Um, but I guess maybe his horny brain took over. And she bites his dick and she locks him in his own room. And she's able to help her friend and one of the other people that Sebastian Stan kidnapped escape. But of course, they now have to fight Sebastian Stan. and it's fucking awesome. It's a lot of fun. Um, her friends like hookup ends up showing up, but he doesn't come and save them. He fucking takes off soon as he hears gunshots, which I thought was funny. Um, they eventually do end up killing him, and then Sebastian Stan's wife shows up with a guard and tells him we need to clean this mess up. The guard just disappears from the movie after this. I'm surprised they didn't give us one more kill with the guard being killed, but the guard does not get killed. And then we have the typical lame horror shit where a character pretends that they're, a good guy and they're not a bad guy, where she goes, "Oh, thank you. I thought I'd never escape that man," and blah, blah, blah. And then she tries to attack her, and she's able to get killed by the main character's best friend. Um, I liked the ending a lot because she was understandably was like, "Who the fuck was that?" Because she had never met her, but her friend had met her. So yeah, as the audience, we know that she's in on this, and as the audience, we know she's not a good person, but uh, this girl does not. So I understand why they went with her pretending to be a good guy, but at the same time, it's so cliche. But I don't think it brings down the movie in anything. It's just a tiny little nitpick. I love this movie. It was a lot of fun. There were like satanic shit throughout, which I didn't like. Not because I'm like sensitive to that, but like satanic symbols usually aren't bad. Like people that are Satanist aren't actually like worshiping Satan or anything. That's like a common misconception. Though I'm not a Satanist myself. But yeah, you can see Satanist imagery throughout the movie. It's most obvious though during the credits. But I saw it throughout the movie. Like I don't remember exactly when, but it does pop up during a scene at some point. So yeah, it was a decent movie.